Hi students, today I am going to discuss about 5th standard science subject term 2 lesson 3 plants. It's a continuous part of agriculture. Man started practicing agriculture thousands of years back. This was one of the developments of civilizations. In the modern days, agriculture is practiced on a large scale due to the advancement of science and technology. Application of modern technologies like plant breeding and usage of chemicals like fertilizers and pesticides have increased the yield. Application of modern technologies like plant breeding and usage of chemicals like fertilizers and pesticides have increased the yield. Major agriculture products are cereals, vegetables, fruits and oil seeds. They are cultivated not only for the basic needs but also for commercial purposes. Major agriculture products are cereals, vegetables, fruits and oil seeds. The first one, soil. Soil is one of the most important natural resources. Soil is a very important mixture of minerals, organic matter, gases, liquids as well as a myriad of organisms that support plant life and growth. Soil is formed by the breaking of rocks by the actions of wind, water and climate. The mixture of rock particles and humus is called the soil. Once again, soil is one of the most important natural resources. So, soil is formed by the breaking of rocks by the action of wind, water and climate. The mixture of rock particles and humus is called the soil. The soil is classified on the basis of the proportion of various sizes. They have three types of soils: sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. Let us discuss about the first one, sandy soil. Sand has the largest particles. You can see each grain of sand. It contains greater proportions of big particles. They cannot fit closely together. Water can drain quickly through the spaces between the sand particles. So, sandy soils tends to be light, well aerated and dry. Sandy soil dry out quickly. It has a light weight, warm and few nutrients. Next one, clay soil. It contains greater proportion of fine particles packed tightly together, leaving little space for air. Lots of fine grains of clay. It can be molded. Smooth textures when dry, sticky when wet. Spaces between the clay particles much smaller with smaller air pockets. It's a very little air. Next one, it is a lot of water. It retains fertilizers for a long period. Next, texture of the clay soil. It is a being smaller size of particles. It feels sticky. Second one, color. It depends on the chemical compositions of the clay. Clay soil can be any shade of the yellow to brown to red depending on the dominant minerals. Next, structure. Clay is formed by small particles. It has flat flakes that fit squarely together, creating a dense mass, some consider to be sticky. Because it is tightly packed, it is less soluble, water runs off instead of soaking in. When dried, it makes hard clothes. Next one, loamy soil. It is a mixture of clay, sand and slit soils. Loamy soil is a mixture of clay, sand and humus. It's a very smooth and powdery like textures. It's a fertile and loose. Spaces are smaller than those of sandy soil. It contains small rock particles. It contains less air than sandy soils. It absorbs more water than sandy soils. Once again, loamy soil. It contains large and fine particles in almost same proportions. The best top soil for growing plants is loam. It is a mixture of sand, clay and another type of soil particles known as slit. Slit occurs as a deposit in river beds. Clay and loamy soil are suitable for growing wheat, grams and paddy. Once again, clay and loamy soil are suitable for growing wheat, gram and paddy. I hope all are understood today's topic. Thank you for listening, students.